how to build self-confidence and the relationship with yourself. How our beliefs create our reality. A belief is created through events, emotions, and meanings. Some beliefs that we have are deep-rooted from childhood and may not even be serving us. Some of them may be empowering, but ultimately, we choose what we believe. It's up to us to shift disempowering beliefs and rewrite our story. Our beliefs shape our reality because they are the foundation of our thoughts and habits. To shift a belief, we must have become aware that it exists. Once we know that it exists, we can see if it is serving us or not. Then we can simply decide to choose a belief that is different from the one that we have. Beliefs shift through a process of re-evaluation. What is self-confidence? Self-confidence is a belief and value in who you are as a person. Also, a belief that you can handle any circumstance. Self-confidence means different things to different people, but there are some limiting beliefs around it. Some people mistake confidence for arrogance, or they may believe that you have to be born confident. Real confidence is neither of those things. Confidence comes from being competent and is a result of who you are and what you do. Therefore, confidence can be built like a muscle and can be trained. How to train confidence. Number one, align your actions with your words. Keeping your promises we make to ourselves is very important. Our mind keeps a track record of everything that we do and don't do. If we consistently don't do what we say we're going to do, we're going to stop believing ourselves. These things can be little, like waking up on time, or big things like making a promise to a friend. Number two, rewrite your story. Many of us have good things happen. We also have possibly gone through some traumatic experience in our lives. If we do not heal these things, they'll stay with us. We will carry around the corresponding thoughts and beliefs of that experience with us today. This can be a negative impact on our lives without us even realizing it because it is in our subconscious mind. The pen is in our hands, and we have to understand we have the capability to heal and to rewrite our own story. Number three, positive self-talk. Having positive self-talk asks the question, is our inner dialogue supporting us or hurting us? Many of us talk to ourselves very poorly due to conditioning. If we make a mistake, we beat ourselves up instead of actually learning. In a strange way, we believe that's how we learn, and it is actually a protective mechanism. The reality is that we learn much more efficiently through compassion. There is some incredible research showing that it shows that study participants who practice self-compassion after a mistake experience much more motivation to actually improve than those who didn't. Self-compassion is also dramatically good for overall well-being. Number four, empowering community. Empowering people around you is vital to your self-confidence. It's not that people can make you feel a certain way, it's that they set the conditions for it to be easier. When the people around you accept you for who you are, you're not worried about being something that you're not. Also, if you think that there's no one around you that will be that may be the case, but I would encourage you to shift your mindset. If you believe that it's possible that there could be someone like that exists around you and believe that there is many empowering people around you in the world, you're much more likely to attract them in your life. Number five, set boundaries. Having boundaries is not selfish, it's actually self-honoring. When you have boundaries, you say what you will not accept in your life. Boundaries are the most notably set in relationships. If one of your friends keeps giving you unwanted advice, it's your responsibility to let them know and for them no longer to do it. The other person often doesn't know what they're doing is wrong, which is why it's important to communicate that. You must be firm in your boundaries, which goes back to number one, or people who are not going to take you seriously. If people don't comply, then you need to decide whether or not you adjust that relationship. And it's important not to let the other person may like the boundary, but if it's authentic, then it will ultimately be better for both people in the long term. Number six, serve others. Being of service can improve confidence because uplifting others can, in a way, uplift yourself. I believe it's important to want to help other people solely for the purpose of helping them and not trying to get anything in return. When you truly help someone, it's important to know that it will come back to you in some way. It may not even come back in that same fashion, but life supports life. This could be something small like a kind gesture or helping many people in your line of work. Having compassion for someone is always helpful. It says, I understand how you feel and how can I serve. All right, everyone. Thank you for tuning into the show. For more, you can head over to anthonygastella.com for articles, coaching, and other free resources. Also, if you can, leave a review for the show, let people know what you think, and I would appreciate that so much. Support the mission of freedom. Thanks for being on this mission with me, and I promise to give you more powerful, empowering, great content to help transform your life. Thanks for tuning in.